Hey, 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 it's your brother Van Silk, not in my house. My podcast. That's on YouTube. I need you to subscribe, join in with me on the conversations, and listen. I'm not a hip hop pioneer. I'm not, well, I hate that term, but I'm not a hip hop historian. I'm a true historian. A true historian is the one who's going to make sure that we can actually tell the truth. And what I have articulated now is 73 to 83, the most important years of the development and cultivating of the hip hop culture. Now, this is part two of part four with my interview with the Hispanic Foundation of the MCs from Rubie and Whip from Grandwizzard Theodore and the Fantastic Five, Charlie Chase from the Coldcrush Brothers, Mr.Schick from MeanMachine, which was basically 1981. MeanMachine had a song, I think it was Disco Dreams on Sugar Hill Records, where they had 3 Hispanic members in the group. And I was trying to figure out why Hispanic didn't flock heavily when that happened. Need here to say, the original B-Boys, we're not going to ever forget Trixie, Wendell, who's no longer here, Dancing Doug. God, my brain is like on autopilot. Dancing Doug, Trixie, the twins, Kevin and Keith. Back then it was called Nigga Twins. The original Clark Kent, Charlie Rock, I'm missing somebody. But the flyer's right there. And there's more. But I want people to please do understand. You can't change the timelines. I'm not going to let you disrespect the culture. And you need to talk to the foundation of those who was there. Hispanic contributed to it. We have flyers going from 72 to 83. We have more than that. We all know early in the game, if you got on a popular DJ flyer, before you had a record, that's how you got your bones in this game. You didn't get it off no Mickey Mouse show. You got it if you was doing a Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 4 or 5 or Funky Brothers Disco Funky 4, if you was actually put on those flyers. Ain't none of y'all gonna be on the Hevalo flyer, Zulu Nation flyer, Nubian Production, Mandipolite, Cool DJ AJ, Arthur Armstrong, Sandwich. Let's keep it 100. Sapphire Crew in Harlem with the late Willie Gums when they was at the Rennie Ballroom. The reason why I came to the 10-year, because they eliminate a lot of those who want to lie, because your age don't match. Ain't none of y'all was at Cool Herc 72, 73, 74. Maybe some of y'all started going 75. There was no MCs. Cool, everybody that cultivated in this culture of hip-hop all went to the Herc parties and then the band parties. And you had Disco King Mario. I was talking to Africa Islam. I got the first flyer of the Mulberry Crew. So a lot of y'all need to stop fabricating your timeline. The reason why I'm pausing, because this is the 49th anniversary of hip hop, and we're gonna sit up here and still have this conversation, and it's disgusting. I'm disgusting. I don't care if you don't like me. I've been doing this, articulating the timeline for years. I got a lot of interviews, audio interviews, where some of y'all actually told the truth. Now y'all sit up here lying. You know, when you first get on the fly, that was the way that you said, I've made it. Before record, if you got on the flyer, I made it. When the Furious 5 and the Funky 4 and them were gone, and the other groups was coming in, and you Mike and Dave, and you had Coldcrush, Fantastic. I made it. Crash Crew and all the groups under. Let's stop it. I'm not saying you wasn't around it this year and that. Who made the impact then? Who was packing the clubs by themselves or their crews? And graffiti's been around for a long time. There's a different generation of graffiti artists that were the generation younger that became part of hip hop. But everybody, if you wasn't in the mix, if you can show me you was in the mix, then we got no argument. But stop it, because you're hurting those who don't know. This is your brother Van Silk, not in my house. Enjoy part 2 with Charlie Chase, Mr.Schick, Rubie D, Whip Crazy Legs, and my man Big Show out of Lamberg, and we had a guest on DJ Walt from the Bay Area. If you want to leave comments, please do. If you want to hit me up and inbox me, please do. But I am not here to insult anybody. We're only here to keep it right and articulate it right. Peace. Mel, when Creole used to come to your house to rehearse?
Not a lot. Not a lot. They came to the house. Not a lot. Not a whole lot of times. I think it was because it was also, we were getting familiar with each other. It was summertime, so being indoors at the time wasn't what we wanted to do. And basically, at that time, it was real simple. It was so simple. Before records, before anything, it was an MC, it was a DJ. The DJ plays the break beats for the MC to rhyme on, and you just gotta keep it in pace, gotta keep it in order, in order for them, no scratches, no nothing, so they can do their thing, and you get creative on it. It was simple, bro. I mean, hip hop 101 back then. So it wasn't hard, man. And we developed a really good relationship, and then at the rap convention, the MC convention, was when the Casanovas came by and had a talk with them, and they went back with Flash.
And then you ended up, then you after they went back with Flash, and then here comes the Coldcrush brothers later on.
Right, the Coldcrush came along because I had my crew, RC again, who was very instrumental. We used to go to South Bronx High School with Joe Conzo and Tony Tone, right, and AD. So he said, "Yo, there's a guy in my school. He's down with Breakout and Baron. He does a sound for them, and he's looking to start something, And I was like, "Well, I already got a crew, And he was like, "Yeah, but you should meet him. He knows a lot of people. He's cool people." So he came by. He brought him by. I met Tony Tone. We became good friends. He got down with my crew. I mean, I got the flyers showing that he was down with my crew, Discotheque Productions, which was Tom and Jerry, the guys I was with at the time. He was the fly. He started with me, and one day, at that point, I was so advanced in my DJing that I wasn't happy with the MCs I had because they didn't have that showmanship in them. They didn't have that natural ability to entertain on the stage. And I had so many ideas, I couldn't do it with that group. And I was always fucking like, yo, I got to get better MCs. So Tony Tone came up with an idea. He says, let's have an audition. And I said, that sounds like a good fucking idea. And Kaz, I had been after Kaz 2 years before that. For a long time, I've been like, yo, man, get down with me, get down with me. He never wanted to get down with me because he had his own crews. He said, yeah, I got the Mighty Force, I got this, So I kind of tricked him and asked him to be a judge with me at the auditions. And that's when we picked out KG. And then I told Kaz, yo, get on the floor with them, man. Let's feel them out, see how they do it in a group scenario. He had JDO with him. And they started emceeing, and that was when the Coldcrush 4 was born, right then and there. So Tony, as far as the name, Tony Tone came up to me one day. I remember the day real clearly. I was at this pool hall across the street from my house. It was actually like a game room place. And Tony says, yo, I found the name that I want to call the group. And I said, let me see. So he brings this red and white flyer that at the very top said, another Coldcrush product. And he said, I want to call the group the Coldcrush Crew. And I said, yo, the name is dope, but I said, if we're going to do this, we're going to be like family. So let's change it to the Coldcrush Brothers. And he was like, bet. And that's how it started. And Whip and Donna Rock were the first members. They were down. And then 2 weeks later, they those insubordinate motherfuckers left on Theodore and a Fantastic Five. And that's how that got started.
Wow.
Yep.
That's the way it went down.
And Chase, I thank you for coming on because I got other people in, and I know you said you were gonna come on for a few, but we definitely gonna do something with one-on-one. But brother, you know I love you, man.
I hear you, man. Walt, first time I see you, man, I will always wonder what this guy looks like. I always see him on social media posting stuff, but I was like, who is this guy? Now I know.
I'm a
Good
fan.
to put a face.
Fan of hip hop.
I appreciate you, man. Good to put a face to the name now.
I'm over here. I can't find my fucking cone.
Because you can't find your glasses, you blind fuck. Look around.
Oh, they in my hand. They in my hand. Wait a minute. There you go.
All right, fellas. Rubie, I love you, baby. Guys, we're talking another time, man. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you. Now,
Hey,
people.
Van,
Yes.
Van, before you get, I wanted to answer. There was somebody. Rest in peace, Donna Rock. He was not Hispanic.
I know Donna Rock.
He was not Hispanic. No,
Yo,
somebody just asked that.
Don't even start that bullshit, Whip.
Hey,
Be
damn.
Whip, be nice. I'm gonna be like homeboy and good fella. Be nice now.
Yo, I'm always
It's
like,
2 of us now.
Now we got the other Hispanic brother in the place to be, Principal Whip, and we got Rubie D together.
Yeah.
Hey, Whip,
Fantastic.
man,
Romantic.
I can't hear you, baby.
fantastic and romantic. You can hear me?
Oh, you want me to do romantic or you want fantastic? Which one? You want?
It doesn't make a difference. I'm both.
Hey, so
We're both.
brother, I got the two premier, legendary
Word up.
Hispanic brothers in hip hop. The first, now Whip.
Yo.
Before I fuck up, because I was saying that you didn't want to tell people back then that you was Hispanic because you might have felt left out, or was that some kind of scenario?
Where you going?
Nah, that was a rumor that was out for the longest. I don't even get that because I remember Dot was saying shit. Dot was like, he didn't know. I thought everybody spoke Spanish. I was like, what? Y'all don't speak Spanish? What the fuck wrong with you motherfuckers? I really literally.
Hey, Whip, cut the light on, baby.
I had that. I mean, I asked him. I'm like, what? Yo, you speak Spanish? We're like, what the fuck?
Yo, like,
It blew my mind.
Bronx, Puerto Rican.
Hey, Whip,
We got some
let me
light.
ask you a question.
Go for it.
What MC's Hispanic was before you and Rubie?
Pardon me?
What hip hop MCs were before you and Rubie Hispanic?
Shit, I don't know of any that far back.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know.
And the thing is,
I don't know.
I mean, being who I am, I'm me. Now,
Who?
I really never thought. I said just being who I am, just myself. I never really like when I heard MeanMachine and they was doing the legend. That was a great thing. I loved it. Came out. Didn't feel like it would catch on, but I didn't really start doing my Spanglish stuff till like '86, which is when I started doing salsa.
Yeah, I remember when you did that. I remember when you did it. But I'm just saying, when we was all around in 79, 78, 80, we didn't treat y'all no different.
No,
I never knew you was Spanish.
No, nobody treated me different.
No, but I never knew
Nobody
that
treated
Whip was Hispanic until like Donna Rock told me.
That bitch was a secret.
And my thing was, but did y'all treat okay? Y'all in the
he came to my house and ate on a daily. So how are you not gonna know when my mom's just cooking?
That knew.
Chicharrón de pollo y pernil and arroz con gandules. But I do remember when he was like, it was we got into a fight, not a fight, an argument, and I started